when did music become so important that you wanted to, you know what I'm saying, make it yourself?
Music, it became important a lot of different ways because, like, the stuff I was going through, like, and the struggle, you know, when you have a struggle, it make you want to do stuff. Like, and then I was smoking weed, you know. I started smoking weed at, like, 19, 18. And when I started smoking weed, I already had an ear for music. And, you know, when you start smoking weed, you know, you start doing any drug, music sound more advanced, more good, greater. You hear all the keys and everything. So
I wouldn't say that. I feel like you more loose.
Yeah,
you more loose. Because if a song hot, it's hot.
Yeah.
Sober or high or drunk. You know what I'm saying? It's hot regardless. You know what I'm saying? The hotness and the drunkenness just make people loose. You know what I'm saying? Like they normally wouldn't dance in the middle of the street to this song. You know what I'm saying? They only dance to it in the shower, but now they drunk, so they in the street. Man.
Yeah,
but I feel what you're talking about.
I feel like it made me more open.
All right, for sure.
I say that. It made me more open. So like, once I started hearing music, I'm like, I can do this. Like, I can really do it. And then it was one day, me and my homies, we was in the car. We lit up like this was we smoking Dutchess at the time. Man, we smoked like 3 woods, and they just kept playing beats, just because we used to always do that when we was young, just playing beats and just say stuff and laugh. You know what I'm saying? We always did goofy stuff with it. We never took it serious, like. And I'd be that one. They'd be like, "Man, you need to keep going. Like, if you rap for real, you take it serious. You keep going." I'd be like, "Man, I don't think that shit really for me." You know what I'm saying? I used to look off on it. You know, I used to be shy at the moment. Like, but yeah.
So I don't mean to interrupt you, but what was you talking about in the freestyles, man? What was your subject matter about, man? What was you talking about?
I was saying drill shit. Okay. When I was young, I didn't know what I was saying. I was kill, and I knew that wasn't right.
Finna, no, just playing. Okay, so you can continue if I ain't throw you off.
But basically, what made music more important to me was the stuff I was going through in my life, and I always thought I had a story to tell, but I ain't know how to do it. You feel me? I wanted to write a book, you know, or do a movie or something like that, but I knew that I needed a lot of work and people.
You want to do a book or a movie?
Yeah,
that's the first time I ain't heard a young brother say it. I probably never heard a young brother say that.
Yeah, I wanted to, cause like.
What made you want to write a book? Was you reading books?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I was reading like The Gun. You know, the like story, like the drama books, stuff like that. I used to read other books. You ever heard of Fahrenheit 451?
Yeah, it sound like a movie.
Yeah, it is. It's an old school movie though.
Yeah, yeah.
You heard of it? It's an old school movie, but it's a book about it too. It's The Raisin in the Sun. You heard of that?
No.
I used to read back in the day movies. I'm like books and stuff like that, and they used to have movies of it. Cause you know when you in school, they make you watch a TV or something, a movie or something, and then it's a book about it. That's what made me do that by being in school. So I started reading books, and I'm like, you know what? I got a story just like this, but it's more serious. Like this shit could be fiction or non-fiction. You know what I mean? But this shit I got is non-fiction. You know, like.
And that's dope. That's just dope as a young brother. Cause me myself, and especially with the technology era, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna listen to a book before I read it. But just you know what I'm saying. If I can remember back, shorty, like from high school, I went to Job Corps. You know what I'm saying. So from the end of high school to Job Corps, shorty, I read 4 books. I read Hoop Dreams, and I read Hoop Dreams in high school, and I read all 3 Hunger Games and Job Corps under a week on shorty. I read the first one. I'm like, what the fuck? They used to have us read on our first, like, go pick a book. The movie compared to the book, like the book is rated R. You know what I'm saying? And I'm watching the movie. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the Disney version because the book, I'm talking about, I'm getting their head cut off, exploded, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was expecting all. You know what I'm saying? I that was the first time I'm like, yeah, the book better than the movie, Joe. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely dope that you had a love for reading. So does that also go into writing as well, or did you have to, you know what I'm saying, learn to write and put a song together? You remember writing your first song? Yeah,
I used to get all my rhymes from like back in the day movies. I watch a film, like I can watch a film of you ever heard of CB4?
What?
I know you heard of CB4, and I came up with a freestyle.
Cause I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blackity black. Hey, come on, don't come on here on 291 podcast trying to embarrass me in front of my fans. Talking about, do I know what CB4 is?
Y'all know what's going on,
for sure, man.
But yeah, it was like a movie I put together. It was CB4 and Straight Outta Compton put together because they basically made that movie off Straight Outta Compton. For sure. But it just made it like goofy. But I made a freestyle called Big 6'4". Cause he used to be like, cruising down the street and my 6'4". You know what I mean? And when I start freestyling, I'm like, I can say something different from that. I can bring that shit back, but in my own way. You know what I'm saying? Cause people don't do that no more. Like what other people do now, they do like samples of the beats. I want to bring them like lyrics back. I want to say exactly what they saying. But when I was younger, I used to feel like, this was hot right now. Like, you know what I mean?
When did you drop that Big 6'4" song? Cause I know some of the Vice Lords love that shit. How was the response on that?
Okay, when I had dropped, basically when I dropped Big 6'4", I had dropped.
Does that got anything to do with Vice Lords? If you don't mind me asking.
No. Okay. No. Okay. No disrespectful towards the Vice Lords. I know they mess with it, but no, not like. I don't know gang stuff.
No, I just had to ask. It's Chicago, you know what I'm saying? It should be subliminal sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So.
Yep. But nah. But I love the respect though. Like,
that's why I had to ask, was the response, like, did you get a certain response? Like, this song got a little bump over here, you know what I'm saying, from them brothers for some reason, you know what I'm saying?
If they messing with it, I love them. You know what I'm saying? That's respect. They love me, I love them. You know what I mean? But